Hi everyone and welcome back. What we're looking at this week, well, we all find those great deals on the Bring and Buy, or someone sends you some stuff and you start looking at it and going, hang on, there's some nice bits in there, but some of this is absolutely almost been destroyed by the person who had it before. So I'm going to put the camera down and show you a couple of bits I've picked up, and we'll have a look at bringing them back to life to be a higher standard and something you can actually use on your table. Right, so what have we got? We've got some wooden crates. I've got various ones of these. All of these, as you can see, they've been painted up quite heavily with a craft paint. So we'll look at one of those and bring that back up. Things like this, these are resin cast. I'm arguing if I'm actually just going to recast a few of these, because I thought they might be quite nice for markers for gas lands. So I'll probably recast these before I do anything with them. Detail on these is actually quite good anyway. Still, it's quite deep. So even if the paint job's a bit rubbish, it hasn't filled it in too much. As you can see, someone's tried to dry brush it. The trouble dry brushing this is a smooth texture, so it doesn't look very well, and it literally looks like brush lines. And it's greatly primed. So those I'll recast, and then I will have a look at painting them back up again. So these are quite cool, like little generators. I think of maybe Gaslands 40k, Kill Team, same again, badly primed. The detail's quite thick. I don't think I need to take the paint off. There's a few bits I might just rub down a little bit, but I will probably recast those as well. You've got some barricades. Paint job's a bit silver, too bright. That's not too bad, but you actually start to find some of those paints not actually stuck very well. So I end up probably having to rub these down again, just lightly, and bring the detail back. But what we're going to have a look at today is this one. So the first thing to work out, if this is really thick paint here, so this isn't too bad. It's not too bad. This area is really thick. If you've got an area that's really thick, first thing to do before we even start, try and bring back out any of the detail. Grab a piece of sandpaper, just give it a rub down. So take some of this paint off. Being craft paint, actually quite easy to take off. It's a bit hacked about. Should be alright. So the first thing I'll do is take this down to a level you can actually start to see some of the details. You obviously don't want to take this down to the MDF, you just want to take some of the paint off. Once you've done that, I'm going to grab a scalpel and just run down the lines. You go, whoa, that's a straight line freehand. Because the paint's softer than the wood, once you actually put it in, it holds. You just drag it down through, like so. Some of them you might want to do a couple of times. I'm just going to put it down to give you an idea of what you can bring this back up to. And as you can see, details actually come back up quite nicely. So that you can paint back over, so give it a nice thin coat. I'm going to get an airbrush out and we'll start bringing one of these back up to something a bit more respectable. Right, we've got some black primer and then we're going to have to thin it down. Even though it says it's thinned, it's not. Down quite a bit. Grab an old brush, give it a good mix. So should be fine. And then we'll just hit this lightly. I haven't tested it actually. It's fine. I'll say that, don't want to come out. There you go. You just want to get a layer on it. So, actually want to get inside those lines. Too thick, so you might have to do just a couple of coats. And one airbrush. Back again. And we're out of paint. And we'll finish it off. And there you go, all black bombed. Once it's black bombed, I'm just going to grab some agrax because the score lines which we took out still haven't taken paint, so we'll just whack on a good layer of wash. Don't need to be accurate. So just soak into the lines, because it'd be nice if we can get some sort of definition out of them. So just working down. And just gotta make sure it goes into the groove so you can't see the yellow anymore. Or the yellow goes at least slightly brown, and we leave that to dry. The wash had dried, I then mixed up some yellow paint. I didn't actually have any airbrush yellow, so I mixed up some GW yellow and some craft yellow paint and added some paintbrush thinner, and then we give the whole thing a coat of this yellow. It was a little bit thin to start with, so I had to thicken it up again, but overall I was quite happy with the results. We finished with the yellow and it's dried. We're just going to hit this over now with some rust colour from Vallejo in the airbrush. It's great metallic paint and really does bring out the details. Just adds that nice old rusty look. With the yellow not being a pure yellow, that's slightly weathered as well, so all in all it blends together quite well. Once our airbrush layers are dried up, we can start looking at picking out some more of the details. So I'm just going to get some lead belcher, pick out some of these plates. Right, so there you have it. You can get some MDF terrain that's really heavily painted, battered about. You get them in the bottom of boxes on the bring and buy. So instead of picking the bits you want, shoving it back on the bring and buy and hopefully get a few quid, why don't we give it a little bit of a clean up? If you can use it for your table, brilliant. If not, then put it back on the bring and buy and make a few quid to buy some more figures for things you really want. So here it is. I think that's come up quite well. Compared to the really thick yellow, horrible looking thing we had. It's not perfect, but it's 100 times better than what it was. On the news front with the channel, where we hit 1,000 subs, and yes, that does mean I'll have to do a giveaway. Woohoo! Shame I can't enter. But Been some holidays a bit chaotic, so I'm sorry it's running a bit late to do the video for the giveaway. It won't be next week, so I'm off up to see family, but hopefully get a video up the week after with details of what's on offer and what you can get your hands on. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and have a good week gaming. I'll see you all soon. Cheers!